Hello and welcome to the Dragon Den. I'm KingofDragons 5000 and today I have another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Loose Collector Legacy series, Lady Satanus. Lady Satanus is looking very impressive here out of the packaging, and I absolutely love the color of red that she has on. They did a great job capturing her beauty, and there is something sinister behind her eyes. Having a look at her accessories, Lady Satanus does come with several sets of hands, as well as her golden trident. Loose Collector has done a fine job at capturing the look of Lady Satanus and bringing her into action figure form. She has this very lovely shapely body which looks really good on Lady Satanus. As always, Loose Collector has done a fine job sculpting the face here for Lady Satanus, as it has this very lovely feel to it, but is also very sinister. Her devilish smirk looks very good with this bright red lipstick. And they did a great job with her yellow eyes and the black makeup around them. And Loose Collector has decided to sculpt her hair in this very dynamic pose. Her hair is windswept to the right, and I love the detailing on the hair all the way down to the shading. Lady Satanus is wearing a very revealing top and is done in this really nice shade of red. We do have some gold accents as well as some impressive shading on the underside of her top. And in the middle of her chest you can see a golden skull. She has these gold chains that dangle along her stomach and go around her body. Her pop collar is done very nicely in that same shade of red. It does have some gold accents which look good, and it goes all the way down to the pentagram in the center of her collar. Surprisingly, her arms are asymmetrical as her left shoulder is bare and you can just see her skin tone. Her right shoulder does have this gold pauldron which does look impressive, and it does have spikes on the top of the pauldron. And she is wearing some arm sleeves which look really good, and once again are done in that really nice shade of red. At the top and bottom of the sleeve we do have these gold accents, and the shading going throughout the sleeve is very well done. And then she does have red fingernail polish which does look really good. Her bottoms are very revealing, done in that same shade of red. We do have a gold accent in the front as well as an emblem of her trident. And the sculpted detail on her bottoms is done very well. As you can see, it goes all the way from the front to the back. And they did make sure to give her some well-defined assets on her body. We have no detailing on her thighs besides the shading until we get to her thigh-high boots. Her boots are done in the same shade of red, and we do have some gold piping on the top of the boot. The gold accents on her boots are well sculpted and painted very cleanly. However, you can notice the difference in the shades of red from the red paint and the red plastic. As we go down to her shins, she does have these gold accents which are sculpted on her shins. But for the most part, her boot is just going to be done in this red plastic. The boot still has some impressive detailing where we do have some folds at the toe, and the heel is nicely sculpted. And her removable cape is just done in plastic, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it still has some impressive sculpted detail to it. The sculpt work on the cape is fantastic, and I absolutely love the painted detailing in her cape. Overall, Lady Satanus has a really nice blend of sculpted detail and paint work which makes the figure pop very nicely. Her skin tone does have reddish shading to it, but it does look good in contrast to the red plastic and the red paints of her outfit. With her details out of the way, let's compare Lady Satanus to our usual suspects. Getting Lady Satanus posed to our usual suspects, you can see that she will scale nicely to domestic 1/12 scale. Unfortunately, she will be a little bit too tall for true 1/12 scale, but you can still get her in a lot of great displays. And of course, she'll fit right at home with the rest of the girls from Loose Collector. Having a look at her articulation, she does have a double ball joint in the head. Arms go out to the side and do a full 360. Swivel at the bicep and double hinged elbows. basic hinge and swivel at her wrist. Lady Satanus does have a double ball joint in her midsection. Her legs do kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have an upper knee swivel. She has a double bend in the knee, a hinge in the ankle and forward-facing pin for a rocker ankle. Overall, Lady Satanus is going to have the standard articulation that we've come to know from Loose Collector. I will point out that she does have hindered articulation on the right arm due to her pauldron. But besides that, she moves perfectly well and there's nothing really hindering her articulation. With everything said and done about Lady Satanus, let's get her posed for my final thoughts. When it comes to toy lines, Loose Collector is pumping out a lot of great action figures and it's quickly becoming one of my favorite toy lines. There's a lot of detailing here on Lady Satanus to fall in love with, from the sculpting on her outfit to this beautiful head sculpt. I do love the shade of red that they went with for her outfit, as it's not a true red and it has a little more orange to it. And the shade of gold that they went with for the accents just makes everything come together nicely. I do feel like Lady Satanus could have done with an alternate head and maybe a separate hairpiece. The one major issue I see is that her hair is blowing off to the side where her cape is pretty much sitting flat. It would have been nice to get a dramatic cape pose or maybe even some hair at rest, but overall Lady Satanus is a great action figure. Where a lot of toy lines do shy away from the female figure, I am happy that Loose Collector gives these women these very beautiful bodies. It only adds to the mystique and charm for Lady Satanus as she fits in nicely with the rest of your Loose Collector action figures. At the time I'm making this video, she is available on sites like Big Bad Toy Store, so if you want to add her to your collection, definitely check her out. And before we wrap up this video, I wanted to take a moment to thank you for watching another video here on the Dragon Den. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out the rest of my action figure and Loose Collector videos. If you're in a position to help out the Dragon Den, check out my Patreon where I have some exclusive content and early access videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my loyal Dragonites coming from the Dragon Den, I'm KingofDragons 5000 reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.